literally Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. He's like, I don't know who the hell this is. I mean, it's.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Black and White Sports, the channel where we give you the raw, unfiltered truth about sports. No holds barred. Today, we need to talk about a topic that's setting social media on fire and dividing opinions. A'ja Wilson, the undisputed star of the WNBA, just won another MVP award. However, instead of being universally celebrated, the announcement was met with a wave of controversy and negative comments. The big question is, why does the sports world seem to ignore A'ja Wilson's talent and historic accomplishments? The answer is more complex than you think, and we're going to dive into it right now. We all know the MVP award is the highest individual honor an athlete can receive. A'ja Wilson impressively won her 4th MVP, a feat that puts her in a league of her own in WNBA history. However, what should have been a moment of celebration turned almost instantly into a flood of negative comments. It's truly surreal how the public reacted. It was as if the news didn't have the impact it should have, and instead of celebrating, many users reacted with a gigantic "no, no, no" to the best player in the game right now. This reaction shows the disconnect between talent and popularity. We see this all the time. Many posts on platforms like ESPN about A'ja Wilson's win are filled with comments like, "Who is this?" and "I've never heard of her." One guy even put it bluntly, "Besides Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese, I don't know who this person is." It's shocking for those who follow the sport, but it's the reality. It seems the WNBA desperately wants A'ja Wilson to be the face of the league. But for some reason, that popularity just doesn't translate to the general public. No matter how much the media promotes her, we don't see that same passion for her name outside of the court. And of course, the discussion doesn't stop there. A segment of fans is furious, arguing that Kelsey Mitchell was unfairly robbed of the award. Others, in turn, insist that Caitlyn Clark would have won, if not for her mid-season injury. This is a valid discussion, as both had incredible seasons. But the truth is, no matter who you root for, A'ja Wilson, based on numbers and consistency, is the best player in the league. Period. The problem, as we've already said, isn't her talent on the court, but this apparent lack of connection with the wider audience. What we're witnessing here is a colossal marketing problem. The WNBA seems to be making the same mistakes over and over. They keep pushing a narrative that the public just isn't buying. People complain that the league insists on promoting mid-performance players and forces the issue without creating genuine appeal. The WNBA, without a doubt, has a serious problem with how they market their superstars. They need to do a much better job of promoting players who aren't already as popular as Angel Reese or Caitlyn Clark if the league is ever going to truly grow. Let's dive into some of the comments that popped up on social media after the news broke, especially those directed at Shams Charania, who originally reported the award. Brace yourselves, because some of these are rough. One comment says, "She's the reason nobody cared about the WNBA before Caitlyn Clark's arrival." Another went even further. "Her numbers are incredible, but her condescending, narcissistic, and racist attitude is the reason why she can't sell a damn shoe." We have to be honest. That's heavy. But these are the comments that show the reality of what people are thinking. This is a crucial part of the problem. Many fans argue that A'ja Wilson, despite being a spectacular player, has an attitude that turns the public off. We have to be honest here. She might be an elite athlete with undeniable talent, but her personality doesn't resonate with most sports fans. Unfortunately, the perception of her as an unlikable player has spread. And for a portion of the public, she has become one of the reasons the league isn't popular, no matter how well she plays. It's a complicated equation of talent and public image. We need to understand that the majority of the sports audience is made up of casual fans. They aren't activists and don't want political or social debates mixed with their entertainment. They just want to watch a game enjoy good basketball, and have fun. When you bring a discussion about race, politics, or other sensitive issues onto the court, you end up pushing a lot of those people away. They don't feel represented and would rather look for entertainment elsewhere. That's exactly what we're seeing in the comments and negative reactions. That's a tough question to answer. But what we're seeing is that talent alone is no longer enough. The modern audience wants a star they can relate to and connect with. Caitlyn Clark has that. She brings a visibility and an audience that the WNBA has never had before. And even though she got injured, people still consider her the favorite and the face of the league. This proves that popularity can often be a more important factor than on-court accomplishments. It's a phenomenon that's shaping sports today. Another growing discussion is that Nephi Collier was robbed of the MVP award. People argue that if she hadn't had that small injury, she might have been the big winner. This theory makes sense as she had an incredible season. Many believe she deserved the recognition. The truth is, the league has a problem that goes beyond the players. Their marketing is bad, the players' visibility is low, and fans are frustrated to see their favorite players being undervalued. Another controversial point that has come up in the discussion is the officiating. Many people complain that A'ja Wilson gets more favorable calls and gets to the free throw line more often. This is a strange complaint, because you would expect them to give the whistle to all superstars. But it seems that's not the case, especially if the player is white and straight, as one comment put it. This just shows how much of a mess the league has become, mixing sports with social issues. One user asked an interesting question. Is calling A'ja Wilson the LeBron of the WNBA a compliment? Honestly, we don't know, because right now, what we're seeing is that she's an incredible and dominant player, but her popularity isn't even close to where it should be. And because of that lack of popularity, she's not getting the attention she deserves. Which is sad, because she's the best player in the league, and most people don't even know who she is. This league has a serious problem that's not new. For years, they haven't been able to turn a profit. And one of the biggest reasons, according to fans, is that many of the players are, in general, unlikable or have a personality that doesn't appeal to everyone. It's not just a matter of on-court talent. It's a matter of personality and how they interact with fans. The WNBA needs to change this dynamic if they want to truly grow. A'ja Wilson is a sensational player. We can't deny that at all. But when she takes a stand and talks about racial issues or other social topics, a large part of the sports audience backs away. This is because they don't want politics and sports to mix. They want pure basketball and entertainment. And that's why she's not as popular as she should be. If you can't connect with the fans, they won't support you. At the end of the day, the WNBA is learning a tough lesson. Sports aren't just about who plays the best. It's about who the public wants to watch, who inspires, and who sells. The league desperately needs stars who not only dominate the court, but also have a genuine connection with fans. They need to understand what the audience wants and deliver it. A'ja Wilson's talent is undeniable, but her popularity is far below what it should be. In the end, the WNBA has a huge challenge ahead. They need to find a way to connect their stars with the public in a way that is authentic and resonates with casual fans. They need smarter marketing and players that the public can identify with. A'ja Wilson's talent is undeniable, but her popularity is far below what it should be. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments what the WNBA should do to grow. And if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next video. See you next time!